Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's CyberborgTronic bringing you another full-on League of Legends ranking game from start to finish. And in this video, I am actually playing Skarner in the jungle. And let's get right in showing you the stats that I was using. For the runes, I actually forgot to I actually had the wrong runes and masteries as well. I'll show you the ones that I would recommend mostly using, because I'd actually wanted to try out a new build with Skarner. I wanted to go full-on AP Skarner rather than some sort of hybrid-ish. But the ones that I was using in this video was my tank runes, which was health regen per 5 seconds, which equals to 8.1, flat magic pen, flat armor pen, flat armor, flat magic resist. So those are the runes, my tank runes actually. And for the masteries, I was running 18012 with the keystone of choice being, I believe, Fervor of Battle. No, I'm sorry, Deathfire Touch. So starting things off, like I said, I wasn't going to be playing a typical Skarner. The sort of Skarner that I'm gonna go, that I was trying to go with for this game was a new build I was trying out, a full-on AP, which is, if I had the right runes, which I'll show them to you in a second. The right runes that you should have, actually, would be, would actually be 1812. 18 in ferocity and cunning in 12. And of course, since I'm trying a new build and I'm going AP, I'm thinking that Deathfire Touch is maybe a good keystone on Skarner. And I mean, ever since Skarner had that big update where, you know, they remade most of the tanks, which was Skarner, Mordekaiser, Garen, and Darius. Skarner was getting banned always, but now it seems that they've kind of started laying low with him. But usually in Ranked, whenever I pick Skarner, I feel like he contributes a lot to, he gives a lot of vision, actually, notably from his shrines or crystal thingies or whatever are on the map. Since the Olaf got first blood, and as you can see, he was at very low health, I had to start soloing the Gromp, so I didn't have Olaf with me. So as you can see, I'm losing health pretty quickly. But the build I'm actually trying to go with, to pull off with Skarner as a final build, would actually be the AP jungle item. Which acts like sort of Luden's Echo, like an early Luden's. I'm also trying to go for the cooldown reduction boots, because I believe that you're always spamming your Q with Skarner, and as well your shield and your E have to really pop out really quickly off cooldown. So that's why I'm going for cooldown reduction boots. Afterwards, I'm also getting an Iceborne Gauntlet. That's really amazing. Iceborne Gauntlet is really amazing because when I noticed one thing when building an AP Skarner is that his on-hit damage proc is really overpowered. Once you hit your Q, or once you activate a once you activate a skill, actually, Skarner, and you hit an enemy, the Iceborne Gauntlet effect activates, but the on-hit damage proc is just so overpowered. You're gonna see that damage really well. So I'm going for a gank here. Riven's pretty low, and we managed to kill her. And also Skarner, once again, as you noticed, for my summoner spells, I'm using Ghost and Smite. Ghost being because I once again want to have a quicker ganking potential, just like you saw there. And also because Skarner gets tons of speed actually from his W when you activate it. And another thing, and for the rest of the build, actually, after your Iceborne, I was actually thinking of going with a realize, since you're always spamming your Q, it slows down enemies, and they're always going to be staying in your Qs on that. I mean, that's basically what I was thinking to myself. And finally, the last two items, since I haven't really been able to complete the full build yet, the most farthest I've gotten was with the build was getting all the way to that AP item that gives you attack. Gnasher's Tooth. Gnasher's Tooth is what I was thinking. So yeah, Gnasher's Tooth as your pre-final item. And for a final item, I was thinking something tanky, you know, something to boost your armor, like ZZ Rot Portal or something like that. So once again, with Skarner, what I'm looking for here, whenever I play a game with Skarner, is I try to focus mostly on vision, because of those crystal shrines that are on the map. You can actually know when an enemy activates them or when an enemy doesn't activate them. They actually turn red. So that's a really good thing, because you can easily notify bot lane or top lane that, hey, somebody just passed and activated the shrine, so just watch out. And most of the time they're not gonna activate it, I'm guessing, but Skarner is also, I've noticed, a good counter jungler. As I'm going for the gank here, I miss my E. But they managed to, we still managed, actually, I believe, to burn out a heal and a flash. The Severe did flash out of the way, which is a good thing. And also, once again, I've noticed that with Skarner, I do tend to get a lot of gold. I don't back. Skarner does give you just like for example, if I was playing a new jungle, the gold that you get, the longer you stay in the jungle, the more that you get, and it's just so absolutely amazing. And at this moment, I'm currently at 1.3k, and it's gonna keep going like that. And also, Skarner, since I started with the leveling up jungle item, I get leveled up really quickly. As you can see, I'm already level 5. But also, as well, I'm pretty slow. And also, as well, pretty slow. But mostly because I tried ganking a lot. I spent a lot of time ganking. The first lane I went was top. The other one was bottom. The Olaf was really dominating this game. But he also got countered at some point. The Riven started to carry the game at some point as well. But it was nothing. But it was nothing too heavy. So as you can see, I'm already starting I'm already starting to building my AP jungle item, the Runic Echoes, which was, I don't really remember the items on the top of my tongue, so you're gonna see me probably naming things, trying to describe them mostly. But yeah, Runic Echoes is the first item that I'm trying to build. And I noticed from that, because, like I said, Skarner, his skills don't really scale big in AP, but his on-hit effects, that's what's really amazing about him. And the fact that he constantly spams, that you're constantly spamming your Q is a great thing. I was trying right about now. I was trying to look at an opportunity for top, but I quite couldn't. She's level 7. I had to back down from that. She went to attack. She went to steal my my scuttle crab. Actually, I couldn't do anything. I never want to attack somebody who's like two levels or 1 level above me, because that's really dangerous. Plus, as well, I wasn't even level 6, so I wasn't. I couldn't even be able to disengage if I wanted to. But right now I'm level 6, and The good thing about this is I'm gonna go gank top, but I believe that she's gonna see me because of that. So that's where I decided to take a turn and pass by the enemy's top jungle. Here's where I activate my rune. But most of the times with people that don't have map awareness, they're not really going to look at their map, obviously. So they're not going to notice that, hey, Skarner just activated a rune over there in the enemy jungle. He's in your jungle. But Aurelia's coming back. I think she noticed. I think she noticed that at some point. But here, as you can see, the minions are pretty close to the tower. And to myself, Olaf was almost at full health. I was at full health, and that's where I come in for the kill. And I have no idea why the tower, really hit big. It really did tons of damage to the Olaf, but Olaf has a lot of regen thanks to his W. So that was really no big deal. The Riven comes, the Irelia jungle comes in, trying to get a kill off of the Olaf, but doesn't quite manage. We were 2-on-1. She goes back to the tower. She's really low. I myself didn't want to completely tower dive her and give her a kill. A fed Irelia is a dangerous Irelia, so I didn't want to quite hit that just yet. The Riven comes back. Her red is there, so that's what I'm going to try to be doing because my red came off, just finished. So I'm going to be stealing her red. Now they're going to gank Olaf, but if I'm not mistaken, yeah, exactly. Olaf kills the Irelia, but dies to the Riven, unfortunately. But it was a 2-on-1. Olaf got a kill. It's pretty good. It's pretty worth it, I believe. Right at this point, I was thinking to myself that there's not a lot of lanes to gank. Mid is pushing. Mid is over pushing well. Bot as well is overextending. The Irelia died, so I thought to myself that it would be a great time to do Dragon. And I was also thinking to myself that it might be warded. But then again, the time that Irelia comes to from the base to Dragon is a really long while. But we managed to kill it off thanks to the Leona and the Vayne. They're pretty good helpers when I pinged. Really attentive to pings. Actually, the whole team was quite attentive to pings, which was a really good thing. I really enjoyed this team actually. Here I'm looking for a gank on bottom lane, but unfortunately it was warded, so I couldn't really do something about it. We couldn't really go ahead for the gank. So of course, as I got to steal the red, it's almost done. So perfect opportunity to go back and get my own red. But for now in this game, I've tried looking for a lot of opportunities to gank, but I just quite couldn't do it because either it was warded or I was farming in the jungle. But up until this point, it's going pretty well. We're pretty much in the lead with a dragon and with the kills coming mostly from the Olaf, from the cannon, and from bot lane as well. I myself assisting on the kills, assisting in preparing and setting up kills. And for now, I got my runic echoes. That's exactly the point where I said that the Olaf is going to start getting countered over here from this point on. But the cannon is actually destroying the Veigar, if you've noticed. So it's going pretty well up until now. I thought to myself that maybe Riven is going to be pushing, so I'd better head top and clear the minions, but no, she backed off. She could have kept pushing, but I would have still showed up. Anyways, I'm doing my blue here, and somebody placed a ward. I'm guessing it was Irelia because she was really constantly on my blue side. Even from the beginning of the game, she went to place a ward when I was doing my blue. And as for teamfights, they've been going on pretty well in this game. And up until this point, what I'm trying to focus on now is trying to get enough damaging items. actually finishing my 3 main items, which would be the Runic Echoes, the cooldown reduction boots, and the Iceborne Gauntlet. Other than that, I believe that the Irelia was killed, but here's where I go in. The cannon was gonna die, so I was actually... Here's where I kill the Vhagar. He tried stunning me, but he quite couldn't. So before he could escape, and I would have gotten stunned, I ulted him there. And the Vhagar was wondering what the hell was that movement speed. It's the one that I get from my W, or probably that probably he was referring it to the cannon. I don't know, but the movement speed, like I said, Skarner not only does he get movement speed from his zone and his crystal zones, but as well as from his W, and I can also back that up with my ghost. So far I tried going in for bot, but it wasn't quite. Here's where they're gonna start going in for the. They tried going in for the Vayne. The Irelia comes back, and she's going to actually try to get a kill, but the disengage was there, thanks to the Vayne and thanks to the Leona. I actually wanted to test out to see what kind of damage I was doing, but I wasn't doing that much damage. Once again, I don't really have the... Before starting this game, I noticed that I didn't have the right runes and masteries as well. As far as I'm concerned, as long as the Irelia stays bot, I'm going to stay there. Trying to have as much presence as possible. She's going to come and try to place a ward. And here's where they tried coming in for a game. They tried also as well killing me. Quite couldn't make it. And the Vayne's was getting pretty fed in this game as well. So here's where I also got in my ult at the right time. Managed to back off to make the Janna back off with my ult, because I thought the Severe was actually gonna escape, but Vayne managed to kill her, and I as well got the kill on Janna, which was a good thing. For now, if I am not mistaken, Dragon is around 2 minutes, so I'm not going to be looking for that. Well, no, actually, it's coming pretty soon, in a minute. If you look at it on the mini map. So I finished my boots, and I'm starting my Iceborne Gauntlet. And the type of build, once again, the type of balance I'm trying to I'm searching for in this new build that I was trying to build, that I was trying to create actually. It's a balance between something that is off tank, that does tons of AP damage, AP on hit bursts, and I'm also looking for as well as some cooldown reduction. At the moment, I'm at 20%. If I had the right runes, I would have had some cooldown reduction per level, which would have been a good thing, because it would have given me that, it would have gotten me to, I believe, 45% cooldown reduction. There's a ward there, and here I am. I was noticing that I wanted to set up for Dragon at this point, for the second Dragon, but before that, bot was getting pushed, so I wanted to do something. But unfortunately, the Riven was there, and Riven was there. I was really surprised that that she was actually camping there in the bushes. Unfortunately, because of my death, that was because I didn't know Riven was camping in the bush. Because of that, the Leona died and the Vayne died because of them trying to help me, and because as well we were trying to save our dying turret bot lane. But so far, the Olaf is actually farming. He's gonna farm top most of the time in this game. He's gonna be farming top. Other than that, here's where they're also gonna try to set up for Dragon. The Irelia, actually no, they're not. They're gonna go ahead and try to save. They're gonna try to regroup mid actually. I thought they were gonna do dragon because I was seeing Severe and Janna heading up the river. But no, actually, here's where I'm gonna try to solo dragon for myself, because I'm trying to get objectives. Actually, I believe at this moment I'm trying to find a good spot to dragon. But since I didn't see anybody there, and the Irelia once again being dead, once again perfect opportunity to do dragon and get a second type of the main objectives. Once again, thank you Leona and Vayne for helping me do dragon. Really helpful team, by the way. Good communication, really attentive to everything that is being said around us in this game. And right about now, here's where I start getting inside of their jungle, trying to clear zones. And once again, because of my passive, I set up zones pretty quickly. And there was a team fight going on. I thought I could assist, but they backed off easily. They're pretty scared of us up until now, mostly because of the 17-9, obviously. So the enemy team isn't going to look for much team fights. Their only chances of carrying right now would be Riven, but as long as I can disengage her with my ult, and everybody focuses the person that I would be ulting, things should be fine. The two persons that I'm not really looking to ult would be the Severe, because of her spell shield, and the Veigar. Because I know Veigar can easily, if I try to get too close to him, he can either stun me or completely delete me with his ultimate. Even if the Veigar is bad, like I said, I'm still trying to. Here's where I pop off the Riven. Vayne tried to stun her. She's gonna kill me, but they managed to kill off Vayne. And with the Kennen and Leona disengaging the Janna and the Severe, Veigar and Riven couldn't do anything. Our Vayne is pretty fed now. As well as our Olaf. Kennen's been fed for a while as well. So, and our kills are really separated. That's also a good thing in a game when the kills, when you don't have one type of carry that you can rely on, like the Riven, and you have separated kills on the team. That's really perfect because everybody does their own type of damage. And you can see here, I switched one of my items. I went for a red ruby rather than more AP, because I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to get a little bit of health, because I noticed that Riven easily destroys me. So mostly build tanky, start getting some health going on with the relies that I'm going to be building right now, rather than going with AP directly. So right about now, the Olaf is going to start split pushing, which is going to throw off. It's going to throw us off a little bit in this game. But if I remember correctly, as long we're going to stay grouped actually, and even if they're going to be 5 people. We're going to still manage to kill some of them off. And as you can see, they're trying to stop the Olaf from split pushing. I as well noticed that somebody activated my zone in the bottom lane, in the bottom river. And they all went for the Olaf, which is a good opportunity for us to start pushing as well. But we're not grouped. We're not grouped, actually. So this is a little bit where I thought to myself that maybe we're gonna get like a downfall or something. We're gonna get countered completely. But no, I actually stayed in the jungle pretty well up until this point, trying to farm. Here I got attacked by a Riven. I thought that maybe I could destroy her, and I ulted for her. Because the Leona was there, I thought she was doing enough damage, but and I myself thought I was doing enough damage, but it wasn't really the case. Beautiful flash, actually, from the Veigar, if you've actually noticed. Leona tried to ult him, but he flashed away. But for now, we're going to be pushing a turret. I'm going to try to see if I can kill this Veigar. That's why I'm going in from behind. And we actually do manage to do something on him. We actually do manage to kill him. He tried to ult the Vayne, but he doesn't do much damage. He doesn't really delete us like a normal Veigar would with a one-shot KO. So once again, we managed to destroy. Keep going on bottom lane turrets. They're almost out of turrets right now. All that remains is their base turrets. And here we're gonna try to get a little bit ganked. Irelia really, even though we were coming out of the bushes and going back inside of the bushes, she didn't notice us. Actually, I'm surprised that she didn't notice us. We were actually coming out and inside. We got destroyed by the Riven there. Like I said, the Riven is actually countering us pretty harshly. But the Olaf is still split pushing. And at some point, I believe that we're gonna manage to get into their base. But this type of grouping is something that I don't condone in this game specifically, because as you can see, they were grouped as 5, we were 4, and we still managed to get killed. If I'm not mistaken, they're gonna do Dragon, or no, they're gonna go back for the Olaf actually. So they're not gonna focus. The enemy team actually is trying to focus on stopping us rather than focusing on bigger objectives. Right now they're chasing the Olaf, so it's a perfect opportunity for us to get Dragon. So in this game, so far, I've noticed that my KDA ratio isn't going that well. But I still notice that right now, even though I have a needlessly large rod, I can still do. I should be able to do a lot of damage. So now we're going, I believe, for our 4th or 3rd dragon. No, actually, this is our 3rd dragon. We got caught by the Riven. Or no, actually, they went to disengage us. I believe they knew that the team was coming in. So right now, we should actually start. We're gonna actually start grouping mid in the mid lane. And if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna try to look for an opportunity to outzone them, and that's what Kennen did exactly. Where we went directly for this Riven actually. We got stunned, all 3 of us. The Leona ulted, thinking that we were going to tower dive, but that's not the case. Actually, the only tank other than Leona that we have, and, well, like I said, I'm not looking to go tank. I'm looking to go off tank. The other one is Olaf, some sort of tanky-ish person. I was looking for an opportunity to stun somebody, but it never really came up. So right about now, we're trying to keep them occupied for as long as we can to let the Olaf push. The Irelia is going to start chasing me, but she backs off, noticing that her teammates are mid. And here's where I made a mistake. I was focusing on... I was focusing on getting the wolves rather than helping my team. That was a huge mistake I did there. But the Olaf managed to destroy 1 turret. The Riven came back. The Riven came back and killed the Olaf, but he did actually manage to destroy a turret. And I believe that we're going to keep doing this little game of cat and mouse of trying to split push. I noticed the Veigar is out of position, went to activate my zone. And here's where I try to kill him, but we got, I suppressed him and he stunned me. Still managed to get off a kill, and now I'm actually waiting to activate my zone. And I believe that here is where I noticed a ward from the enemy team. I was thinking to myself that they may be close, but no, actually, they weren't. And if you actually as well notice, the enemy team is going back and forth from top jungle to bottom jungle. They're trying to notice, they're trying to pick us off actually one by one, but it's not actually going to work. We're mainly because we're actually going to stay grouped most of the time, and we have a huge AOE from the cannon. The cannon is a huge has a huge AOE ult actually, and there's the team. They're fighting again. I wasn't there, and neither was the Olaf. They were 3 against 5, I believe. I'm gonna try to regroup with the Olaf because I know he's gonna be he's gonna get in trouble over there. But as you can see right now, because of the realize, it gave me a big ton of health, huge tons of health. And as you've also noticed, I'm trying to go for a Gnasher's Tooth. And the Olaf got killed. I thought I could save him in time, but it wasn't the case. Right now, if you're wondering why I'm staying there, I'm gonna try and see if I can pick off some people. For example, the Veigar or the Severe or the Janna that are kind of coming in alone in the jungle. So I'm trying to see if I can actually pick them off. The Aurelia's coming here, and I noticed that they were actually grouped, and my plan wasn't gonna work. I also noticed that I thought that it was warded, but no, they just went for to get my zone. And here I'm doing Scuttle Crab. The Leona is gonna, I believe, try to go in. No, the Riven. Oh, sorry, the Janna. They're gonna get caught. There you go. They get caught, and I was surprised that the Riven. Smart from the Riven getting QSS, because that's a really sucky item, I believe, against Skarner. But hey, you do have to counter sometimes, and you have to know how to counter build as well. And right now, since we managed to kill off 2 of them. Sorry, I thought we managed to kill 3, but perfect opportunity to do Baron. We managed to kill it. And right now, I'm thinking to myself that maybe I can pick somebody off, or maybe either go for the inhibitor, which is exactly what I'm gonna do with the Vayne. I'm gonna see if I can get an opportunity to push top. But from this point on, I'm pretty sure that their topside jungle is indeed warded. So I'm gonna stay a little bit more camping inside of their top jungle as well. I'm pretty much grouped. I have a lot of easy people that can come and back me off if I want to. And now I see that they're on bottom side. That's where I get the perfect opportunity to go and destroy their inhibitor. Here I noticed the Veigar coming back, but they as well, the whole team comes back. Which also gave, since we're separated, it also gave my 3 allies that are on the bottom side river to do dragon. It's our 4th dragon. And as far as I'm concerned right now, yeah, like I'm saying, we should actually be able to finish off this game. I don't see. I wasn't really sure in this game why we didn't group as 5. The Olaf was still split pushing, but instead of going mid and go for a turret, I thought to myself that maybe we should actually head top. As the Olaf is bot, we're heading top. The Riven isn't there to kill us. We all got an opportunity. They all went to focus in on Leona. I spotted the Irelia bottom lane that was killing. That was gonna go in for the Vayne. But I completely disengaged her, and finally, all that remains is the Riven and the Janna. Riven just QSS to my ult, and right up until now, this is pretty much GG. We're completely destroying their turrets. So yeah, one more turret to go, actually. And it's GG right now. The only person that remains is Janna. So here it is, guys. GG. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll post again the stats that I was using for this game, but I'll also post the ones that I would recommend if you ever want to do a full AP Skarner. So don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.